New York City is home to over 8 million people and a beacon of hope, ambition, and cultural diversity. But how did this sprawling metropolis become the global icon it is today? Let's take a journey through the history of New York City, from its humble beginnings as a Dutch trading post to its rise as the capital of the world. Lenape land and Dutch beginnings. Long before skyscrapers defined its iconic skyline, the area now known as New York City was home to the Lenape people. For thousands of years, the Lenape thrived across the region, which they called Mannahatta, or Island of Many Hills. The land was lush and abundant, offering rivers teeming with fish, fertile soil for crops, and forests full of game. The Lenape lived in harmony with the environment, cultivating a sustainable lifestyle while fostering a rich cultural heritage. The arrival of Europeans in the early 17th century marked a pivotal moment in the area's history. In 1609, Henry Hudson, an English explorer working for the Dutch East India Company, sailed into the river that now bears his name. Seeing the potential for trade and settlement, the Dutch claimed the land. By 1624, the Dutch established New Amsterdam at the southern tip of Manhattan, envisioning it as a vital trading hub. The settlement quickly became a center for commerce, driven by the lucrative fur trade. Beaver pelts, highly sought after in Europe for their use in fashionable hats, fueled the colony's growth. This modest trading post laid the foundation for what would become one of the greatest cities in the world. English takeover and early growth. In 1664, the British seized New Amsterdam from the Dutch without firing a single shot, renaming it New York in honor of the Duke of York. The transition marked a significant turning point for the settlement, as English control brought new administrative systems, laws, and connections to the broader British Empire. Its prime location along a deep natural harbour ensured that New York became a critical hub for trade, both within the colonies and across the Atlantic. Ships carried goods such as fur, timber, and tobacco, transforming the city into an essential part of Britain's colonial economy. This prosperity attracted a diverse range of settlers from Europe, including English, Dutch, German, and French immigrants, as well as enslaved Africans, whose labour contributed to the city's economic growth. The population grew steadily, creating a vibrant, multicultural society. By the 18th century, New York had evolved into one of the most important colonial ports in North America, rivaling Boston and Philadelphia. Its bustling docks and growing network of merchants made it a key centre for commerce, communication, and culture. The city's early success set the stage for its future as a dynamic and influential metropolis, eventually becoming the economic engine of a new nation. Revolutionary New York City was a crucial stage for the unfolding drama of the American Revolution. Initially held by the British, its strategic location and bustling port made it a key objective for both sides. The city's position at the mouth of the Hudson River provided a critical link between New England and the southern colonies, making control over New York a central focus in the conflict. In the summer of 1776, British forces launched a massive invasion, overwhelming George Washington's Continental Army at the Battle of Long Island. Facing encirclement, Washington orchestrated a daring nighttime retreat across the East River to Manhattan, an operation that preserved the army and kept the revolutionary cause alive. This maneuver, conducted under the cover of fog, became legendary as a testament to Washington's leadership and the army's determination. Despite their victory, the British would occupy New York for the majority of the war, transforming it into a loyalist stronghold and base for military operations. Yet, the city's symbolic importance endured. When the British finally evacuated in 1783, marking the end of the war, New York's liberation was celebrated as a triumph of resilience and unity. The city's revolutionary legacy remains etched into the fabric of American history. immigration, and the rise of a global city. The 19th and early 20th centuries were transformative years for New York City, defining its identity as a city of opportunity and innovation. This period saw an unprecedented wave of immigration, with millions arriving on American shores, many through the bustling hub of Ellis Island. Families from Ireland, Italy, Germany, Eastern Europe, and beyond fled famine, persecution, and poverty, hoping to build better lives. They brought with them unique cultures, languages, and traditions, creating the vibrant melting pot New York is celebrated for today. Little Italy, Chinatown, and countless other neighborhoods became cultural enclaves, each contributing to the city's evolving character. As its population soared, so too did its skyline. New York embraced technological advancements and architectural ambition. The Brooklyn Bridge, completed in 1883, was a marvel of engineering, connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn while symbolizing unity and progress. Just 3 years later, the Statue of Liberty, a gift from France, was erected in New York Harbor. More than a monument, it became a beacon of hope for immigrants, embodying the ideals of freedom and democracy. These landmarks not only redefined the city's skyline, but also cemented its place in the world's imagination as a gateway to opportunity and a land of promise. The Roaring Twenties to World War II. The 1920s were a golden age for New York City, marked by economic prosperity and a cultural renaissance. Known as the Roaring Twenties, this era saw the city emerge as a hub for music, particularly jazz, which flourished in Harlem during the Harlem Renaissance. The city became a canvas for artistic and literary innovation, with figures like Langston Hughes and F. Scott Fitzgerald shaping cultural narratives. Broadway thrived, cementing New York as the entertainment capital of the nation. Architectural feats defined this period as well. Skyscrapers such as the Chrysler Building, completed in 1930, and plans for the Empire State Building, which would follow in 1931, transformed the city's skyline, symbolizing ambition and economic vitality. However, the Great Depression of the 1930s brought significant challenges. Unemployment soared, and many businesses shuttered. Despite these hardships, New York's infrastructure projects, such as the Triborough Bridge and Rockefeller Center, demonstrated its resilience and capacity for reinvention. During World War II, the city became an essential production and transport hub. Its ports and factories contributed to the war effort, while its financial institutions supported global recovery. By the war's end, New York had solidified its place as a vital economic and cultural force on the world stage. Post-war boom and modern era. After World War II, New York solidified its status as a global leader. The establishment of the United Nations headquarters in 1945 underscored its importance in international affairs. The city became a beacon of culture, from Broadway to Wall Street. But it also faced challenges, including economic downturns, social unrest, and the devastating 9/11 attacks. Each time, New Yorkers demonstrated unparalleled resilience, rebuilding stronger than before. Today, New York City stands as a living, breathing symbol of everything America represents: freedom, ambition, and resilience. It's a city of contrasts, where Wall Street powers the global economy, while neighborhoods like Harlem and the Bronx pulse with creativity and culture. New York's vibrant arts scene, from Broadway stages to street murals in Brooklyn, showcases the boundless talent and diversity of its people. Its culinary offerings, shaped by generations of immigrants, bring the world's flavors to your plate. This city is more than just a collection of skyscrapers and landmarks. It's a mosaic of dreams, stories, and ambitions. It's where innovation thrives, where cultures collide and blend, and where anyone can find a piece of themselves. For centuries, New York City has been a beacon for those seeking a better life, a fresh start, or the thrill of possibility. It's not just an icon of America, it's a city that belongs to the world. New York City, a place that continues to inspire, challenge, and unite us all. Because no matter who you are or where you come from, in New York, anything is possible. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history and spirit of New York City. If you found this inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories about the places that shape our world. Until next time.